Hey, you guys, it's me, Trudy. You're watching the Trending with Trudy show. We are live from the studio today, coming off of a long weekend, which just so happened to be Father's Day weekend. And I'm super excited to also have and introduce one of my favorite people in the world, Miss Alenandra. Hello.
Hi.
She is my co-host for today. So excited that you were able to be here.
Well, thank you for having me. This is such a joy and a treat for me to do. I love this.
I'm glad you didn't melt while you were coming out here because I did.
Oh, I did melt, but I fixed it.
You
I
fixed
did.
it. You look fantastic. I love what you're wearing today.
Thank you. So do you.
Thank
Blue.
You. Thank you.
Love
Try
it.
to be colorful, but yeah, so, I know that y'all, if she looks familiar, you know who she is. She is the founder and owner of the Halt the Hate program, founder of the Halt and Hate, right?
Yes,
Halt the Hate.
Halt the Hate.
Tell everybody a little bit about that because I think it's a fantastic organization that you have, created. So tell me.
So Halt the Hate is one of the first and hopefully not the last nonprofit focused towards adults and raising awareness against adult bullying. And we provide support for adults affected. And you know what? There's never been anything like that, at least when I was going through it and still am. There was no one to reach out to. There was not a support group, and it's such an unspoken topic. So I said, why not start something where we can actually go out and help and provide support for others that are dealing with this. I mean, people get bullied in the workplace. They get bullied day-to-day life. And as adults, I think it's our ego. We're afraid to talk about it. So Halt the Hate, you can speak about it. You can speak up and provide support for others.
Yeah. No, I love that. It sounds so good. I mean, so you have many events. Y'all have a lot of events that y'all hold, and I think you're having one coming up soon.
So we are having a small little get together. We're doing a video shoot next Sunday to celebrate Pride. So
it is Pride Month, you guys.
It is Pride Month, and I'm very active in the community. And the LGBTQ community, they're bullied, just like anyone else would be. They get bullied, and they probably face it almost the hardest. Out of anyone else. So we're going to be doing a video and celebrating Pride and being there and halting the hate.
I love that. I love that. We were talking a little bit off camera. When I lived in Dallas, I was very involved in Pride Month and, the parades and all the events that go on. So, yeah.
I mean, I grew up if I wouldn't have been this, if I wouldn't have grown up with all of my days, all of them. So we support everybody.
I love that.
We can't wait to celebrate Pride the rest of the year, not just for the month.
It's just we're honoring them this whole month.
Correct.
So I love it. Well, cool. So speaking of melting and speaking of this heat, I mean, luckily we did have great rain, but with the rain that we got, unfortunately, we have to talk about the sad news of all the deaths that we had. 13 people in the flooding. I mean, that it's off of Perrin Vital. And do you know where that is?
Yeah, I know. I'm actually a realtor too, so I'm very.
I
grew up in San Antonio. I know all the areas.
Yeah. Perrin Vital and 410, which I know exactly where it is. It's a tricky spot.
Yep.
13 people's a lot.
That's a lot, and I was even talking to my husband about it. Like, where is this rain coming from?
I know.
You think it's over? It's like, how much more rain can we possibly have? And now all of this sadness. I was talking to a girlfriend of mine, and I was sitting in the hair salon just the other day, and another lady was telling me that there was a mother that had a 6-month-old. I believe she was supposed to be going to work. I'm not sure, but she drowned and leaving a baby at home, and it just
gave me chills. Look at my arm.
And they couldn't. I know. I've talked about it. And it makes me shake, but. I have a 2-year-old, and it's just like, I mean, it's just so sad, but there was a lot of bodies that they couldn't find.
There was a lot. They were trapped underneath debris. They were trapped underneath. I mean, when I saw the footage of all the cars that were demolished and crushed, it's like that's here in San Antonio. You think that, when you see it like in West Virginia right now, they are flooding terribly right now.
It's like a horror movie.
It really is. And water is so scary. Water is not forgiving.
You can't fight it. You just have to learn to, I mean, I don't even know.
Turn around, don't drown. Turn around, don't drown.
That's the way to
go.
Yeah.
I know everybody's like, oh my God, but seriously, don't go where you need to go. I know you want to get home too, but just hang tight.
Do you think that I know Perrin Vital 410, that area is kind of like neglected with the construction.
Something needs to happen. What are they going to do? Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of places in town, around town, that need some help.
So you get water in there. I mean, how are people supposed to drive out
Well,
and navigate around it? And you
can't.
you don't know how deep it is. You don't know what, the roads are. I mean, anywhere in San Antonio, the roads are halfway unfinished.
Don't get me started, Alenandra. Don't get me started, because oh my gosh, my car gets beat up all the time, and it really makes me
Oh yeah, we just got 2 new cars, and I'm like, well,
I
they're
know.
gonna get destroyed in 5 minutes.
Which,
but-
by the way, gorgeous. Love your cars.
Thank you,
I know,
thank
so
you,
pretty, so
thank you.
pretty.
My husband's like, oh, another car. And
Yep.
I'm like,
It's okay. Hey, do it while you can. Why not? Why not?
yeah.
But no, so I feel like the city needs to do something, but I'm not going to get on that, you guys, because we'll let.
Like, we love San Antonio,
San
but these roads are hazardous, and we
come
have to
on.
be so careful.
Yeah.
Turn around, don't drown. I
Turn
like
around, don't drown. Our San Antonio Fire Department had over 70 rescues. Was it? I think 70. Yeah, 70 water rescues.
Wow.
70.
So they are busy, and
Yeah.
they're putting their lives at risk. So thank you to them.
Yeah.
That is just
Thank you to our first responders for sure. And I think we have a comment.
Yes, we have Christopher Garcia saying "pretty ladies."
Oh, hello, Christopher.
Aw,
Thank you. Hi.
Thank you. I didn't look like this before I came on
Well,
camera,
I
but
mean, I think you
this
probably
one
did.
always looks
No,
like this.
Stop. Thank you. You're the same. You're the same. What do we
We
have?
might have to be mad at Chris now.
What are we saying, Christopher?
He said, "Oh, I said, oh, we broke out the golden wine glasses."
Oh,
Hey,
yes.
hey.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to this.
Yeah.
We needed it.
We needed it for sure. It's been a morning for me. I don't know about you, but
Next time you can have a drink with us.
oh, there you go, Chris. There you go. There you go. So going back to the floods, I mean, do you remember when it flooded like a long time ago? Were you here in San Antonio?
Yeah.
2002.
So
They reported 12 deaths.
wasn't there a flood also in 99?
99 and 98.
98.
31 deaths.
So my
98.
brother was he was a senior at TMI, and it was his last game,
Wow.
football game.
Yep.
And they were out of town, and he had a full scholarship to West Point. And his last game, someone got him right in the knee, tore his ACL.
Oh.
It was in football because it was the flood. I mean,
Yep,
there was
yep.
so much. I
Yep.
mean, there was much more tragic things
No,
that
sure,
happened, but
sure.
I remember I was just a kid, and I'm like, oh my God, like you were living in water.
Yeah.
It was scary. You couldn't drive on the road.
Do you remember seeing 281? I had just left to Dallas, but I was in transition going to Dallas. So
Yeah.
I was, still had my apartment here, but moving over there. And when that happened, I was like, oh my God, like how 281 is underwater.
But how are we not equipped to handle this?
I-
That scares me.
There's so much, we're surrounded so much by so much concrete here in San
We are.
Antonio that it just kind of,
Yeah.
especially Almas Basin.
Yeah.
And even, hey, you guys, I have to shout out to Ricky Bobby is in the house today, but he's supposed to be at work.
Ricky
Never
Bobby.
mind. Ricky Bobby is here.
I want to go fast. Is that what it is? Ricky Bobby. You ain't first, you're last,
Yes,
Ricky Bobby.
exactly. But he was telling me about, Alamo Heights, where he's supposed to be working today, but where the streets always get flooded over there too. And it's just,
Yeah.
it all comes and stays in
You
one
know what? We
spot.
can only do so much, but we have to just take our own precautions.
Yeah,
and
and hunker down when you can, right?
Oh,
We've got a couple comments from Sandoval.
Yeah, we got Christopher Garcia saying 98, 2000, and 2001 floods.
Yes,
And then
yes.
we got Dylan Emery back from vacation. Says song of the day today, Thunder Rolls, Thunder and Six.
Oh, Dylan. Okay, so Dylan, who is on the ticket, the Fanatics, he is chiming in, and I'm glad you decided to come back to reality from Hawaii, sir.
Hawaii.
Yeah, you should have
How
seen. He
fun.
went with his daughters. Oh my gosh, the things they did, the adventures they took, it was so pretty.
That's on our bucket list to go. I've never been to Hawaii. I want
haven't
to take
either.
our son.
I haven't either.
And I'm like, is the flight so terribly long for 2.5?
I mean, maybe, but he'll get through it.
I'll get through it. He'll be fine. I'll
fine.
suffer for a little bit,
He'll
but then
be
he'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear about that.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Have you been to Hawaii?
I have not. No.
Well, I think we should
forgot-
just go to
Dylan forgot
Hawaii.
to pick us.
We should go
Let's do it.
and film there.
And, I mean, that would be
That'd
so
be
cool.
so cool.
That
Love
would be so cool. Our producer Sandoval's laughing right now. I'm
Yeah.
afraid it's
He's
probably
fine.
It's Chris.
or-
It's Chris again.
See?
He said you jinx the Pacers flip flopping all the time.
I know,
Are you
Chris.
jinxing sports?
Yes, I do.
And this is why I don't really get involved.
It's
in
okay.
sports.
It's okay.
I don't want anybody mad at me.
No. I know. So Dylan's saying the Thunder in 6. He's gonna call it. And Ricky Bobby behind the scenes here. Tell me what you think. Yeah, and so I flip flopped like Chris said. I went with Thunder, and then I was like, no, I want the Pacers. And it's been a good series. Does your husband watch basketball?
When he has time.
Well, when he has time.
Yes.
Yes.
When he has time, but yes, he tries to catch the tail end of it.
Do you know who he's going for?
I have no clue.
No idea.
There was a point where I didn't see my husband for 3 days because he was
get it.
operating. I'm like, where are you?
I get it. Her husband's a little important here. He's got
He's not as cool as me, but he's super important.
That is very true. Another comment.
Emery saying it was a 5.5-hour flight from San Francisco. His teenagers got bored and he was laughing.
Okay, so from San Francisco, so from here to San Francisco is probably 3 hours. So
it's not a terrible flight.
No, I mean,
I think it helps if you have a little bit of a layover
but
to get. Well, my husband's like, well, when we fly, we're not doing any layovers. However, I think when you have kids,
you kind of have to.
Almost at any age, they kind of need that little bit of a break if you're going to take that long of a trip.
Dylan, even though your girls were bored, at least they had a little bit of time. I mean, because where was your layover in Chicago? Where did you say?
From San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought he said. Yeah. So I mean, I think it's kind of a break for the kids. I mean, us, we want to get there and
start partying,
but yeah, the kiddos need a break.
Yeah, walk around, go to the bathroom, eat some junk food, and then some.
Yeah.
You can have a glass of wine. We can have a glass of wine. Break it up a little.
We took our son to Park City last January, and my husband and I go every year during Sundance, and we decided to take our son this year. And that was his first flight, and I was the most stressed out mom because I was so nervous. And my son was perfect. He was perfect. He was sitting there. They were feeding him dinner, and he was talking to the flight attendants, flirting with everybody. I'm like, he had a great time. And I'm like, why was I?
Because
but I'm like, I don't want to push the flight any longer. Maybe
right?
that was, but
yeah, Okay, so speaking of, how was Father's Day weekend in your household?
So my husband the hospital decided to call him and say, hey, you got to operate at 1:30. But so he went and operated. And then my son and I, last minute, we were like wrapping the gifts and writing the cards. And we just ended up going to dinner with my parents.
Oh, good.
And as we were leaving, we had dinner about 5:30. As we were leaving our house, the storm hit.
And
we have a metal roof, and it sounds like, hard rain. Imagine hail.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds like gunshots.
Yeah.
But the rain was so hard. Literally, we have 6 dogs.
I was just going to say.
I was trying to find our pug and our other French bulldog because they get so terrified.
They hide.
They were so scared. So we were like going through a tsunami just to get to dinner.
Oh, yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it just kind of
died.
stopped.
It didn't last that long, but when it came down, it was coming down.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
My parents, they live about 15 minutes from the restaurant we were meeting at. And they were like, well, we're going to be a little late. I'm like, Mom, just drive slow. Like with Dad's driving, just drive slow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But other than that, we had a great dinner. We went to Tardy's.
Oh,
have you been there?
No. Tell me about it.
Okay. That's close to Dominion, right off the frontage of I-10.
Okay. Is this a newer?
It is. They've been open for a couple years, a few years. I'd have to look. I'm not sure exactly how long they've been open, but the food is fantastic.
Yeah. Okay.
They have the best oysters. It's just the ambiance. And, every time I've been in, my son's been there probably more than anyone else, and he's 2.5. But, they're so, you go to some of these fancy restaurants, they kind of look at the younger kids and they're like, oh, but they're so nice to the whole family.
Good.
The food was fantastic. The drinks, the catajillos.
Oh, stop.
Oh my gosh. And then we had the Chateaubriand.
Oh.
Cooked perfectly.
Wait.
Little bloody.
What are we doing this weekend?
Tardy's is I couldn't boast about it anymore. It's so good.
That's awesome. That's good to know.
Yeah, we had a really good time. And then we just went home and
chilled
out, and it was chill.
Good.
Yeah. Good time.
Easy.
Then my husband opened his gifts and
then that was it. So will you take him out for a dinner? Now that
I took out my husband for a dinner.
Oh,
to get my husband out is so difficult.
Really, yeah.
But yeah, no, he had a great time, and we opened gifts, and he had told me we were drinking one day at our pool, and I go, babe, what do I get you for Father's Day? And then he was like, I don't know, I don't want anything. And then I was like, well, I really want you to play the guitar with Luca, our son. I was like, because my husband does play. I was like, do you have an electric guitar? And he said, yeah, I already have one. He goes, I just need a new bass. Get him the new bass. He opens it. He goes, well, I don't know where my electric guitar is.
Oh.
So on Father's Day, I'm looking at him like, oh my God.
Oh no.
Yep.
Well, so there
But
you
it's
go.
okay.
There
Now I have to buy him an electric guitar.
Okay, well then
I think it was a setup.
Yeah, that sounds like a setup. You're right. You're right. Talk to me, Sandoval.
Yeah, we got your Uncle Larry saying hello from Cyprus.
Hi, Uncle Larry.
Oh, your uncle's on?
Yes.
That is so sweet.
I know. My family chimes in from here to there, like
That's
every now and
so
then.
awesome.
Every now.
Hi, Uncle Larry.
I know, from Houston, for Cyprus. Thank you for watching. On that note, you guys, we're going to take a quick commercial break. I'm here with Alenandra as my co-host today. Y'all stand by. We'll be right back. To be here today with my great friend, the owner of Savvy Aesthetics, Miss Audrey Balmas. Thank you for being here. Impressive and very, it would make me feel comfortable. Is that you're an actual registered nurse?
Yes. Whenever I see somebody first time ever, I mark them up. I talk to them about how much I think that they need in each area, but it's always better to start with conservatively because you can never take it away. I mean, it'll go away in like 3 to 4 months, but you can't take it away once it's in there. You can always add more though. So what I tell people is, let's do this. You have, a little bit of movement here. That's totally okay. Let's get you back in 2 weeks so I can reassess you. And then if we need to touch you up at this point, we can. And then that's how we find the person's, perfect dose. So I do NAD, NIC, which is kind of like a lipo B12.
Mm-hmm.
I do a lipomino, which is like a lipo B12 on steroids, but without the steroids, right? So
Yeah,
and then glutathione, a tri-immune shot. So say you've traveled all week or whatever, you're feeling under the weather, you can come in and get a tri-immune shot. It has zinc, vitamin C, and glutathione in it. Glutathione is an antioxidant, so it can help kind of detox you. B12, just a plain old B12.
Hey, you guys, and we're back, and that was Savvy Aesthetics. Thank you, Audrey. Thanks for being our sponsor. What's that? We've got a comment?
Oh no, I selected the wrong overlay.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. So again, you guys, I have Alenandra as my co-host today. She is proud founder of Halt the Hate. Y'all go check it out. We have her link up on our post here. I think we did earlier. He'll put it back. There it is. There it is.
Yay.
haltthehate.org. So you like music, obviously.
I love music,
What's your favorite genre of music? Like, what's your go-to, like, in the car?
Okay, so it depends on my mood.
And you're mad.
I mean,
let's talk about mad.
So Cher is my
Do
godmother.
you believe in love after love? Okay.
She's the ultimate. Cher, Elton John, I love, Rivers to Soul. I love house music. I love, EDM, Pitbull. I'm kind of very, but then, also I love just old school,
Do you?
I just really, my music choice is so
All over? That's good.
I'm not huge into country. No, I started listening to it, not by choice. When I started hearing some songs, I'm just like, okay, I get why people feel this vibe.
It's a good storytelling. You have to really
It is.
it is.
I mean, Shania Twain is the bomb.
Oh my God,
She's
I love that you love
fantastic.
her.
Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with her.
Girl.
She's amazing.
I love it.
She's a diva in herself. She's a whole different animal.
Yeah.
Literally.
So, I mean, would you go see her in Vegas?
Yes, I am dying to go see her in Vegas. Can we
Right?
do it?
Yeah, we've already talked about Hawaii, Vegas. Let's add one more.
Our husbands are going to be like,
Where
where
are we
are they
going?
planning
I
to
know,
go?
I know. We got this. So, unfortunately, sad news. We lost Brian Wilson, the Beach Boy.
Yeah.
But they re-aired something that they first originally aired 2003 or 2023. 23. And they re-aired it this past Sunday
For a tribute to him. Well, he was the brains behind Beach Boys.
So, I was very fortunate and honored to have met him and danced with him.
Okay, I saw that picture you posted on Facebook.
Yeah.
Weren't you in the middle? I mean, wasn't he in the middle?
Yeah, I was right.
Because I saw it and I'm like,
Yeah.
wait a minute. And I had to connect it. I'm like, what is Trudy doing? This is incredible. You guys looked like a rock star.
Aw,
That's so
thanks.
cool.
No, it was very, very cool. They were great. They were great. We were on stage with them, and they actually asked to take a picture with us. We were just kind of in the background, like, okay, well, doing our 8 counts, doing our moves. And then after the concert was over, they were like, can we take a picture? I'm like, can we take a picture?
Well, I mean, y'all are a bunch of goddesses standing there, of course.
But how could we pass that up?
That's incredible.
So yeah,
that is so cool.
There it is. Honored to have definitely.
He's going to show he's teasing y'all. There's going to be a picture. He's teasing y'all. But
back in the day when I was just a little girl. No, I mean I wasn't
you
that little.
Look the same.
Thanks.
Everything. It's pretty remarkable. I love that. What are you drinking?
Wine.
Yeah.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to the anti-aging juice.
There's the picture. There it is, right there with the Beach Boys. And yes, it was so much fun. We danced with them for a whole hour on stage.
Were they
No, they were just playing.
They were just playing,
and they, we would come.
Did they vibe? I mean, they were vibing. Like that's like their
totally. Oh yeah, it was so much fun. Great memories that I have with the Mavericks.
That's a great picture.
That's
amazing.
Thank you. We've got a comment.
We got Chris saying that both of y'all are rock stars.
Oh, yes, she is. Yes, she is. You like her, huh, Chris? I know. That's why I had to bring her on again. So thank you again for being here.
Oh,
yes, you'll be seeing more of her. You'll be seeing more of her for sure. We're trying to clear out her calendar from all the traveling that she has planned. But yes,
traveling like to my son's school, to swim lesson, to lunch to this, to my client's house, and then lunch to her.
There you go. But listen, so on the Beach Boys, they originally, when they had, when they did this tribute, it was Beck, Brandy Carlisle, John Legend, who I know you're a fan of.
I got a fun story about that.
Okay, tell me.
Well, you tell us, everybody.
Okay, Fall Out Boy, Charlie Puth, Lady A, Little Big Town, Pentatonics, Leanne Rimes, and Weezer. But I feel like the highlight there is John Legend. Tell me, have you met him?
Yes.
Stop. I'm leaving. I am leaving.
So
I am leaving. And
he is so hot. Okay, so back in 2008, I had to actually Google it. It's been so long. The Latin Grammys were in Houston.
Yeah.
And my agent, because I modeled for many, many years, and
no, you don't say.
And so my agent was like, "Hey, they're having a casting call. I set you up, so go to this venue in Houston and go try out." And I was trying out with girls that were like, I'm sure maybe Miss USA, like they were, just these incredible women.
Yeah.
And they were looking for a trophy girl.
Oh, stop it right.
And I remember, I was like 18 at the time. And I remember telling my mom, or I might not even turn 18 yet. And I was telling my mom, like, Mom, I'm not going to get this. I was like, look at these women that are here. Well, guess what? I just made it to the car.
And you got to.
And my agent called me. He's like, you got it.
And you got to give John Legend a trophy?
Oh, well, there's more.
Oh, my God. Okay.
So it was, we did the show, and it was like 2 days of rehearsing, and I got to hang out with John Legend, Carlos Santana, Gloria Estefan.
Say it right. Do it right.
Everybody.
Get your cigarette.
I was literally standing backstage. So I'm getting goosebumps and just looking, and that was the year Juanes won all of his Grammys.
Wow.
And I brought him to him. So yeah, Juanes is another legend too, literally, and John Legend. But
love him.
John Legend is the nicest guy.
That's good to know.
So humble and so kind.
I can see that.
And he was I was so nervous. I never really get starstruck, but for some reason,
he just gave that to you.
Felt like, how was I picked for this? I'm here. I'm standing with these celebrities.
Is awesome.
And then Gloria Estefan walks in, and you're just like,
okay. So hold on. So
melt.
I don't mean to. I hung out with her son, the drummer.
Oh, really?
I didn't get to meet her, but I got to hang out with him. So
stunning. She's a beautiful woman, and she's so kind. But that was the most incredible experience.
Very cool.
Carlos Santana was just staring at me.
Oh.
We're backstage, and he looks at me. He goes, Mija, you have the most beautiful neck. I go, what? It was like
Carlos Santana. Thing. When my husband hears that, he might flip.
Oh,
he is obsessed with Carlos Santana.
Oh,
he wants Carlos Santana's music to be played at his funeral. I'm like, okay.
Oh, I tried to get my husband to hire the Gypsy Kings for.
I'll take.
It was either Michael Bublé or Gypsy Kings for our wedding.
And you got Michael Bublé?
No, but I got somebody just as good.
Who? You can tell.
He's an opera singer. He's
oh
an
my
opera
gosh.
singer. My husband's like, I don't know the contact. I'm like, oh my gosh. But yeah, I mean, and then Juanis won all those Grammys
I
that
love
year.
him. I
The
love
next
him.
morning, the paper, and I have such a crush on Juanis, the paper had my picture with Juanis right on the stage with Carlos Santana. It was printed on the Houston Chronicle. And my agent's like, look at the news. I'm like, what? And there we are. It was incredible.
Juanis.
What year were you?
This was 2008.
He's gonna look for it. But I think
there's pictures. I look.
No, you have to send me these pictures.
I will.
You
And
have to.
so every time I see Juanis, like he'll come. Oh, I go see him. I when he comes in tours, I always go see him. And he likes to. He's very humble, and he likes to be closer to his fans. I'm sure he could completely sell out at Cross Bank or Alenandra, but he chooses to keep it very small. So he's like usually at Aztec.
Oh, I love that.
But there was one year, it was right before my husband and I got married. We went to go see Juanis with another couple friend of ours, and my girlfriend Juanis will walk into the stage, and my girlfriend, she like got his attention and pointed at me, and he goes,
he remembered you.
Yes. And he was just like, and my husband knows that I'm just in love with him.
Yeah.
And he was my husband's my fiance at the time. And I was like, hi. He goes, what?
Oh,
and he just gave me the biggest hug. And so every time I go see him, like this last, I think it was, I don't know how many months ago he was here, but my husband and I went, and he kind of waved at me. He was like, hey, and I'm like, just melting.
That is very cool. We've got a couple comments.
What's going on?
We got Chris saying that I need to put that on a t-shirt. You with the Beach Boys.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Chris,
that's cool.
That's a
You
great
should do that.
idea. You know,
He also
might be able to do that. David Couch, one of our sponsors.
says when are we going to do the Rich Eisen's old man? Oh, the Rich Eisen's old man 40 retires.
We need to set that up. Maybe when it's not so hot. I don't need anybody dying. Okay, so we'll work on that. We'll work on that, Chris. I promise.
And Chase Hooker says, "Great show, guys. Love the
vibe." Oh,
vibe."
nice. Thank you, Chase. Hi, Hooker, or Hooker. No,
what is this Hooker thing?
That's his last name.
I love it.
I know.
That's one of my husband, another doctor in my husband's office.
Really?
Hooker. I'm like, wait, aren't you supposed to be working? Yeah. But different guy. Cool last name. I
Chase he's been on the show many times and probably will be in the near future. But yeah, no. So you have to look back and think of all your experiences that you had getting into modeling and stuff. You met so many people, have so many great memories. I mean,
I think I started professionally modeling. I was about 12. I mean, I was like 5'9", and I was 12 years old, very awkward at school, like, all that. But my mom was always there, and she let me go to the events, and even the ones that they're like, oh, the parents can't be there.
Yeah.
She would be standing right outside the door watching me. And I got to experience so much so early.
Yeah.
And it was so fun. It was a completely different life.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm so grateful for it.
That's awesome.
It was such an experience.
Yeah.
It's the coolest people
so many
ever.
Cool
remember
stories.
the Paris Hilton and Nikki Hilton. Remember the first time I did Fashion Week in New York, and they were, obviously super famous, and they were I was leaving the stage. I was leaving one of the tents. I just see them walking, and I'm like, Mom, Paris, look at that.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Cool stuff. Yeah.
That's so cool. I got to meet Paris in Dallas.
She seems like such a cool person.
Cool. Like, I want to have her on the show.
I love her.
Paris, if you're not busy, just come on.
We love you.
Yeah.
She's a total rock star and such a businesswoman.
Her being a DJ right now, like, so cool. We've got a comment, Sandoval?
Yeah. We have Chris saying that he was 5'1" at 12 years old. Wow. Hold on, he's not done yet. Because his twin sister was 6 foot, and he goes,
It's okay, Chris, because now you're what, 6'2", 6'3"? So you're good.
It grows. Guys just take a little longer. I just shot up and it was all arms and legs giraffe.
But I mean, you're gorgeous.
But I would have been his friend.
Aww.
Yes, I probably would have had a crush on him.
So
it takes a leg shirt, guys.
How tall are you?
I'm like a little over 5'10".
Bragger. I'm 5'2".
I love it. So I can carry you. Like my Polly Pocket.
Okay, done. I love it. Okay, so going from music to, did you watch the AMAs? I know it's kind of been a couple weeks, almost a month, I guess. How did you like J-Lo as the host?
I think J-Lo's great. I mean, she can carry herself. She's stunning. She's, no matter people's opinions, that woman can hold her own.
Listen, I can't not like her.
Yeah. Of course.
She's 55 and she looks like that. and she moves like that.
Have you seen her in concert?
I have not.
Okay. So the last time she was here, we had like front row seats at the, I think it was still called the AT&T Center at the time. That woman is worth every single penny times 100 or what you're paying on those tickets. Her body
Is banging.
I mean, she's just overall flawless.
And you know what? I love watching her movies.
Okay, I do too.
Okay, good.
I do too.
You know what? You know what? One of my
Monster-in-Law.
Enough.
Oh, Enough was great too.
Oh, my husband and I will watch that one anytime it's on.
It's such
And
like
look,
a
and she's no Meryl Streep. She's no, but I just love her. I just love her.
Like a lot of her, I think she's a great entertainer.
She is. I like her better than. Don't get mad at me.
Who?
Beyonce.
Not mad.
Okay.
Beyonce's fierce. She's
Yeah, she
fabulous.
is. And don't
she's not my favorite.
No, me either. But I'd rather see if I had an option, J-Lo or Beyonce, I go J-Lo.
Yeah, J-Lo. She's great. There was another movie that she came out with. It was either on Prime, and I have to watch it because I'm a J-Lo supporter. Like I love her, but the movie kind of sucked.
Really?
It wasn't great, but I know what she's capable of.
Yeah.
And I mean, the woman's very talented. But yeah, her
She's
hosting,
smart.
she's a perfect host.
Yeah. No,
Performance was great.
And she had all the costume changes. I don't know if you watched the whole thing.
Oh
but
my
I think
gosh.
she had like 15 costume changes because
Same.
Why wouldn't she?
Let me go change real quick.
Yeah,
Hold on.
we'll be right back now. But yeah, I love all that stuff.
Yeah,
I love that. SZA actually had a little nip slip that they caught it though.
That's
it was
funny.
like she had pasties on, so it was like,
It's funny to me.
I know. I'm like, what?
I'm like, not the nip.
No, I know. And then her dress was so tight they had to help her walk up the stairs. Like, I think they do that on purpose.
I mean,
A little
she
extra
was
time.
aware that it could happen, so she covered it.
Yeah.
There was one time I was it was at a fashion show, and it was at a country club, and it was very conservative, and they had us come out in lingerie. I remember when I got to the end of the runway, my boob just decided to come out.
It said, hi.
And I'm like,
nope, not today.
not today, not today, lady.
Girl,
You
stay in
stay back
there.
in there. But I mean, it happens. Granted, I did not think that was going to happen, or else I would have had. But
Isn't it amazing? I've walked.
you can almost feel air.
So I've walked a couple fashion shows. Nothing like you. Like I've done, like
They were
actually
fabulous.
for the Bonham during Pride Month.
Yay! Yeah.
Okay, so the adrenaline that comes over you when you're walking that is completely different than from the rehearsal,
Yeah.
than from the thinking about it, than from because things just happen differently.
Yeah. I mean, she wanted to look fierce. So they have, you have these stylist designers putting on these amazing gowns and costumes. Something's gonna happen. So she was prepared.
Yeah.
So hey, it's a little nipple cover. You're
It's
okay.
fine. It's good.
But props to the fashion. Fashion was outstanding.
Oh,
on
yeah.
the show.
Oh, yeah.
Always is.
And then, of course, Janet Jackson coming on stage the first time in 7 years, if I'm not mistaken.
I
Sandoval.
love that the nipple slip happened with
Janet
Janet
Jackson. Duh, it comes all around.
But it was like a cop-out nipple slip. It was like, oh, just kidding. I was prepared.
Yeah. But no, watching Janet Jackson, I literally jumped up and thought I was a Mavericks dancer again. I'm not kidding.
I have to see this.
Okay, because it was literally like, I almost had tears in my eyes because it was like, this is what I did.
That's in your heart.
Yes.
Like you're still like,
Yes.
oh my
Her
gosh.
songs come on and I can still do the routines because it was embedded in us. Like that's all we did. That's all I lived, breathed.
So what did your husband say when you're in front of the TV?
Oh,
Just
he
busting?
loves it. He
Aw.
loves it.
He's like, honey, put on your outfit.
If I still had it, I would. Maybe I should have one made. No, I'm kidding. Can you imagine?
Joy, all these plans we have. My
I know.
goodness.
So much to do. But yeah, so her residency in Vegas
This
is
another
reason why we're going to try to go in September, if I'm not mistaken. September 9th. Oh, right? Yes.
Starts in September.
Yeah.
Where is she? Where's her residency?
Caesars.
Cool.
What's that? Oh, so who's at Caesars? Because I remember seeing somebody at Caesars. Resorts World. Oh, okay. What's your favorite place to stay at in Vegas?
So we were. Have I seen it before this? So the last time we were there in April. My husband and I almost shared a birthday, and we decided to go for his 40th to the Cosmo.
I love the Cosmo.
Cosmo's a different vibe.
It
I
is.
love it.
I love the Cosmo and I love Aria. I go back and forth. between
Aria's
those two.
really cool, really great too. And I'm also kind of old school too. I like Bellagio.
Okay. Well, I thought you were going to say old school, because I like the Golden Nugget.
Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. I mean, okay, fine. I'll give that to you.
So listen, so they remodeled it. It's gorgeous. It's
Actually, I did hear that they remodeled
it really
yeah.
is nice. But listen, as soon as you step out onto Fremont, it's a whole different world. We've got a comment.
Oh, it's good. It's our lovely Christopher.
Okay,
We love a
Christopher.
nip slip. What?
Yeah, he says coming from men around the world, we do love a nip slip.
I
Hey, hey, you get more press from it. So
mean, yeah. I mean, in J-Lo's costumes, like that V was a barely,
she's wearing bodysuits.
it's a barely, yeah. But
Maybe
it was,
she like taped it in.
I
don't know. TMI. But
I don't know, but my gosh.
I mean, they make those costumes
Sure,
to fit her.
them, yeah.
And she does so many flips and twirls and
Jumps
jumps
and
and
leaps.
nothing's gonna come out. Darn it! We can see J-Lo's nipple.
Darn.
All scissors.
Yeah,
Sort
right.
of.
I mean, it's okay. It's all right. But yeah.
Absent. Alanis
Yeah.
Morissette.
Yeah.
Oh, Rod Stewart.
Rod Stewart.
Oh, he's another. Ricky Martin. Oh my gosh.
So Ricky's going to be in Vegas also. November
Okay.
13th, 14th, 15th.
Do you know the first time I saw Ricky Martin? My
Probably the
sister
first
and I-
time when I did.
I
Oh, wait,
was
I'm
in
way
ele-
older than you. So
I
that
was in
can't happen.
elementary school.
See, that was, nope, we are
And my
way,
older sister-
I'm way older than you.
My mom let us go, and we had like the best seats. And I thought I was the coolest person in the room. So my mom let us go. And Ricky Martin was dancing in Livin' La Vida Loca, one of his hit songs, and he's wearing his leather pants.
Oh, yeah.
And he tore them on stage, and we died. It was so cool. My sister and I used to have more so my sister, but I had a few, but she had posters of all over Ricky Martin. All over.
I did too.
And I'd still marry him.
I would
I don't
still
care if
marry
he's
him.
gay.
I don't
He's so
either.
hot.
I say that to my husband all the time. I'm like, listen, move over. I got Ricky.
Yeah. He's
And-
the OG.
Oh, for sure. Like
love
I
it.
literally had, like your sister had posters, not just
With all the naked girls around him in the pool,
Yes!
and he's in the middle, like
with the jeans coming off. Like
yes, good
Well, I
times.
need a drink. Hold on.
Good times.
Yeah.
Okay, do you like Benson Boone?
I'm obsessed with
Okay,
him.
thank you.
That flip off of the
He
piano
is-
every time.
His vibe, his energy, his aura, like
I love his bell bottoms. I love his
he's
vest.
so
I love
cool.
his vibe. Period.
I start singing that song, "Beautiful Things,"
Please.
and when the chorus hits, my son is in the car and he
Don't-
goes, "Oh, mommy's song," and my son,
He
I
sings it?
cannot sing. I'm only gonna try. My son, literally 2.5. He's like this, "Mommy,"
Because you're screaming. Because you're
And I'm
yelling.
like-
I love it.
like, "Please don't take this."
I like
And he's just like, "Mommy, no."
that song on Dancing with the Stars when
Okay.
Derek Huff and his wife danced to it.
Mhm.
Did you see it?
I saw on Instagram. I saw it. Yeah,
My
some videos.
husband had a tear in his eye.
It's such a
He literally said, I didn't really listen to that song until right now when I saw them dancing, and I get it now.
you listen to the lyrics.
Oh my
and
God, it's beautiful.
Nowadays, some of these songs, like, there's no point
No.
to them. I mean, yeah, they're catchy, they're upbeat, they're fun, and they're the top hits.
They're
But
just,
you listen to his music,
oh
his
gosh.
words.
No, he's great. He's great. He's
it
on,
has meaning.
that's my car station. When I get into the car, I
Oh,
put him on.
I mean, I'm just,
Yeah.
oh boy.
If not him, Taylor Swift.
You're a Swiftie?
Yeah.
I respect her.
I mean,
I'm not a big Swiftie,
well,
but I
look,
respect her a lot.
Like I've said this before, and I know that Ricky Bobby back here is Ricky is definitely.
She's turning me into one.
Yeah. So you know what? We're gonna take a quick commercial break, and we're gonna talk about this when we get back. So stand by, you guys.
Swiftie, Ricky.
There, you guys. I am Trudy. I am the host of Trending with Trudy, and I am here today. I'm so excited. I'm here with Yoselin, who has one of my favorite things that I ever do, and that's a spray tanning place. It's called Bronzify. I had a very good friend of mine, Ashley, come in and do a spray tan.
Those areas that you're most confident about, you shadow those areas that bring a little bit more insecurity to each body. So I took an extra certification course on just contouring that will bring more confidence and highlight to those areas that we want to make sure that we're having that extra glow. Very good. So I'm located on 11122 Worspec Road inside Suite 200. We share suites with Provider's Choice. So you go into the suite with Provider's Choice, and I have a special studio that is only exclusive for spray tanning my ladies.
Hey guys, and we're back. You're watching the Trending with Trudy show. I have Alenandra as my co-host today. Super excited to have you here. Thank you so much.
It's
We're
so
sharing
fun.
so much fun memories and experiences. We're gonna pull up a picture of her back in the day here in a second. But
Back in the day, make me feel
back in the day. I mean, yesterday is what I meant.
Yesterday.
Not
I can't
back
believe
in
how
the day.
long it's
I mean, time flies. Time
What
flies.
happened?
I don't know. Well, and you have a 2-year-old.
I just gave
And
birth.
I know.
I'm still recovering
I know.
down there.
You look
and
great.
he's 2.5. I'm like, where? Can you just slow down a little?
Aw, but you look fantastic.
Thank you.
Oh, okay, good. But talking about the music and stuff, I know, yes, I'm not really I'm a Swiftie, but I don't know like all the dates that everybody thinks about or knows about in the egg, the hidden eggs and all that stuff. I love
The
her
hidden
music.
egg?
Yeah, she puts it's like an egg hunt. Like she puts clues out and like she'll be wearing purple, but then have like a red diamond on, and that means that something's gonna happen with the red something. Like it's
Okay, so yeah, I don't know. That's kind of creative. I like that.
She's very, very smart. She's a great writer. She's written so many
I think
songs.
she's extremely talented, and
Yeah.
she's a businesswoman as well.
I love
like,
seeing her and Travis. Sorry, not sorry.
they're very cute together.
They're supposed to be at the hockey game tonight. So guess what I'm going to be watching tonight? The hockey game.
She's a real Swiftie.
I am, right?
I love that.
No, I
I'll start seeing things on Instagram. Like, they were at another game or an event, and her and her boyfriend are sitting there, and they're just trying to enjoy the game, or their date night, and people are commenting. I always like to read the comments.
Oh yeah,
I always read comments.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is interesting, and they're like, oh, she's just there to get attention.
She
I'm
doesn't
sorry,
need
she
attention.
doesn't need attention. She goes anywhere, she's going to get it.
Right.
Like, they're like, oh, this is for press.
No, it's not.
She's there trying to be a normal person.
No, as a matter of fact, they were in Florida watching the game, and she went to the children's hospital and went to see all the children and visited them. Gave signed books, gave
It's
hugs,
so sweet.
gave hugs, gave
That's really cool.
stuffed
I love
animals,
that.
took pictures with the staff. We have comments coming back from the break, you guys. Sorry about that.
Yeah, we got Chris Garcia. Well, Ricky Bobby was here, but he says Ricky. We got
He's going fast.
Cam.
Yeah.
He took off. He's
going
fast.
He didn't know what to do with his
Cam says he's sorry he's late,
Oh,
but he's
Cam, it's
watching.
okay. Thanks, Cam.
Then Chris Garcia saying, "Let's go Oilers."
Okay, let's go Oilers, Edmonton. Okay.
And then we had JoJo, Hector, and then Chris and your Uncle Larry do.
Watching. Thank you
Uncle
so
Larry.
much, guys. Thank you. It's NBA, hockey, golf, all this fun stuff going on. I know you're not big into sports like I am, but
I love basketball and I love soccer.
oh, soccer. Okay.
I can't play any of them,
but you like it. And you
but I
understand
enjoy it.
I love that.
Yes, I
So
enjoy it.
something before, I don't want to forget about this because we
Yeah.
talked about this off camera and it's in my notes.
Oh,
So
the big one.
Music world again. This which should have happened this past weekend was Shakira.
Oh my gosh, my
hips,
heart.
Your hips lied to us and said you were
She's-
going to be here.
She's another one that just, I feel like we're related.
Are you?
No, we're not.
So
but
then you had to have
I
enjoyed
love
the
her.
J-Lo Shakira halftime show
Oh my
for Super Bowl.
gosh,
You were there for the Super
We
Bowl.
were-
I mean,
my
for the halftime.
husband and I were just talking about that. That was like what, in 2020 or 20?
No, that was 22.
No, when Shakira and J-Lo, anybody know the date that Shakira and J-Lo did at the halftime show?
Was it 20?
It was right before COVID.
Then it had to have been 20.
How long? It was like time flies.
21? 2020. You're right.
Time flies. It's just to think about how fast time just goes by. But
Yeah.
Shakira's fantastic, and I feel so bad.
So I don't like the fact. Speaking of bullying, and they're giving her shit because they think she's the reason why she canceled her show or postponed it. Listen, this is her job. If she got on that stage with her dancers, with everyone, that's if the inspector, whoever it is, goes and inspects it and it's not right, don't do the show.
Yeah.
And I know people had tickets, people spent a lot of money
Yeah.
on hotels and
People flying
and I get it. But as a former entertainer myself,
you understand the
I
dynamic and all what
totally
goes
get
on.
it. I totally get it.
And I'm sure, unfortunately, I've never met Shakira, but just getting her, I've been a fan for many, many years,
Yeah.
back when she had red hair.
Oh yeah.
But, it's like, you can't, to my knowledge, the best of my knowledge, you can't control what's going on. You only know so much as the entertainer. And they said apparently it was a third party, like a structural issue
Right.
between a third party that they had hired for the show. Shakira seems like she's the most humble, down to earth woman. She says she does her hair. Well, not always her hair, but her makeup every
I
event,
believe it.
every show. She goes, I don't let people touch my face. She is, I mean, I've seen her front row several times. I mean, the woman doesn't even like, she just has a good clean manicure,
She's
no
very-
polish,
yeah.
chill. So for people to blame her for that,
No, that's not right.
that's not the case. Because it's taking time out of her schedule
Listen,
as well.
and look, this is her job. This is what she wants to do. This is what she lives to do. This is what
Correct.
she loves to do. So, I mean, yes, sometimes you hear where, a lot of these entertainers get tired, they get sick, they want to break. But when you're scheduled like this, I know she was ready. And I know that you had tickets to her first.
So the original concert was at the
original.
Frost Bank. My mom surprised me for my birthday with 2 Aprils ago. You buy them like a year in advance, and like front row seats. It was like incredible.
Yeah.
And then concert was rescheduled. Well, not rescheduled, canceled, and then they rescheduled it due to the crowd capacity. So then Alamo Dome took it over. And so when we went to go and buy the new tickets, I remember we were at the computer. My mom's like, I'm watching it. The ticker would go off. Well, guess what? The tickets
Sold
that
out.
were even slightly in comparison to the ones we originally had were not there. So I was like crying. I'm like, I have FOMO when Shakira was, coming
Yeah.
to come on Friday.
Yeah.
Didn't happen, but it's just, I don't know. People need to give her some grace.
Give her some grace.
And they're
really.
mad because they're saying, "Oh, Shakira hasn't even done a press release about it. Hasn't even made a statement."
Okay, so then
Maybe she doesn't know.
she did post something on Twitter.
Okay, I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah.
Does she?
Yeah.
Okay.
She-
When did she post that?
I think a
That's
couple
why
days
I'm not on
right
Twitter.
After, no. I really I'm not either. But yeah, they're mad because they haven't selected a new date. They haven't, but it's okay.
There's probably other things that she has to go in, and her
she has
managers had to go
back
check.
and
And
yeah,
I mean, maybe they need to hire a new, the company that's
Yeah.
helping them build these stages.
yeah, because the Alamo Dome, I will say, it's been around for a long time, but it does hold a crowd well. We've had the Final Four, we've had baseball, we've had what else, Ricky Bobby? Soccer. Alamo Bowl.
Yeah, I've heard
I
about that
mean,
one. Yeah.
And I know that these aren't considered, they're not all stages and stuff, but because someone did check it and make sure that everything was okay, I'm glad she didn't go up there. Imagine, it could have been a lot worse than her.
Well, imagine
just
the crowd
postponing.
getting injured too.
Exactly.
So
Thank you.
let's
Great
just
point.
We have a little bit of precaution here, and but I think guys just give Shakira a little bit of grace.
Yeah.
I'm
She'll
sure
make-
that must have been so hard
Oh God,
on her.
for sure.
Ugh.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we love Shakira. Hips don't lie
Hips
ever.
don't
So
lie.
she ain't lying.
I know. I love it. I love her. I love it. All right, guys. Well, I think we are going to take another commercial break. That gives us time to fill up on our wine again.
Totally need more
So
wine.
hang tight, you guys. We'll be right back. And it's Republic Graphics, a veteran-owned.
Bought the company about 2 years ago, and so I don't know. It's just fun to have it if you're creative and get to do fun stuff and make stuff like this. We're a full functional print and fabrication shop, so we did a little bit of everything. We'll do everything from t-shirts, hats, to full wall build-ups, to building signage.
And so if a team were to want something like this, a team meaning, let's say 12 players on a softball team, how long does it take for those to come out?
So if you go onto the website at the Republic Graphics, tx.com, you go into the Athletic Buddy system. You'll see some of we already have set bodies.
Yeah.
So all we do is we take a picture. When you go to the order page, they'll send us a picture of the face or them in their uniform. And then what we do is we try to curtail it to that. We'll match it to that.
Yeah.
So match it to the number, we'll match it to the uniform, we'll match it to whatever. And then, we ship them out. So usually if we get an order, we can have it out to them within 3 to 4 days.
Wow.
The Trending with Trudy show is brought to you by NACO Gold and Silver Exchange. NACO Gold and Silver is your trusted gold, silver, and diamond buyer in San Antonio. Check them out online at nacogoldandsilver.com or go by their location at 13323 Nacogdoches Road, Suite number 3. NACO Gold and Silver Exchange.
Looking for a sports bar to cheer on your favorite team? Check out Slackers North Star, located behind North Star Mall at 126 West Rector Street. They've got a great atmosphere and a wide selection of drinks. Slackers North Star is the ultimate hangout. offering a wide range of games from pool and darts to retro video games. You can also catch all the live sports action on their many TVs. Not only does it have a great outdoor patio, but when things get busy at night, there's a second floor with another bar to keep the fun going. With daily drink specials and a vibrant atmosphere, it's definitely a spot to check out next time you're in the area.
Hey, you guys, and we're back. Cheers to Alenandra. For
I'm already drinking
it's
it,
okay.
girl.
It's okay.
Bad
Drink
luck. Look
up.
in the eye. Look in the eye and cheers.
I know. Because what is it when you don't look at the people in the eye? You have bad sex for how long?
Bad sex for a long
Bad
time.
sex for a
I
long
don't
time.
know, but even
So
one
just
time.
eye contact, girl. Eye contact. Thanks for watching, you guys. We are live here in the studio. Thank you to all our sponsors. I know we've been showing our sponsors, our packages there. And if anybody out there wants to do anything else, let us know. Reach out to us at trendingwithtrudy@gmail.com. We have Alenandra here. We've got Ricky Bobby in the house. We've got Sandoval pushing buttons and giving us all the information on comments. And thanks for all the comments, you guys. I love the interaction.
Has Origins Med Spa done anything?
Not yet.
Origins Med Spa. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Y'all
Step it
need,
up.
y'all need to step it up and let's collab. Let's do it.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking of, we have some things coming up in the next couple weeks.
What do we have?
Well, we're going to do a 4th of July pool party,
already
you
4th
guys.
of July.
4th of July. I know. See?
It's crazy.
Where does time go? Where does time go? Speaking of where does time go, you know whose birthday it almost is in June 20th? I don't know if it's a person, but it's
actually my sister's birthday.
Oh. What's your sister's name?
Mercedes.
Mercedes. Happy birthday, Mercedes.
Happy birthday, sissy.
In a few days. I drive a Mercedes.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Jaws.
That old?
1975.
I was looking at the notes earlier and I am telling Trudy 1975. And she looks at me, she goes, when did you graduate? I was like,
no, I'm not talking.
Yeah. Wait.
I mean, it's like
that's
when
incredible.
It's like when I hear 1920s, I'm like, wow.
Oh, but girl, get out of here. You're 1920, get out of here.
No, but
Delulu over here.
Listen, you've seen the movie.
Yeah.
You know that it's every time it comes on, we've got a comment. Hold.
Cam says and let someone inspects all that before they go on.
Coming back from Shakira,
yeah.
yes.
Says remember what happened in the Dominican Republic when the roof collapsed and people lost lives.
That's right. That's right. You just never know. That's why it's like, sometimes it's better to just move along, cancel, postpone, do what you need to do. And things could be a lot worse. So
this made me think about when Selena was performing.
Yep.
And remember her stage?
Yes,
It-
collapsed.
yeah.
Yeah.
And she ran off the stage.
Yeah.
And people were injured.
Yeah.
Guys, another point. Give Shakira grace.
Give her some
Thank her for not putting anyone's lives at risk,
Exactly. What else, Sandoval?
Pushing buttons and going all over the place. Cam says 1975, the best year to be born.
Oh, I'm assuming.
So I've heard.
So
I have heard.
I hear you, Cam. I hear you. I get it. But Jaws, his name for the set was Bruce. Bruce.
I love that.
Bruce, the actual mechanical ugly shark.
So is it true that they filmed a lot of it at Martha's Vineyard?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
I know.
That's really awesome.
Yeah.
Man, the movie's been around that long. No, the movie, I turned on the TV and it was a regular, cable, and my son wanted to watch something and Jaws was on.
Oh.
And
was he
two
okay
and a
with
half
that?
year old was like, ooh, rawr. He calls sharks and fish buh. He
Oh.
goes, look at buh.
You're
buh,
like,
rawr. And I'm like, this butt is gonna eat you.
he
He wasn't scared. I think I'm
You
more
were,
scared.
because you know what damage he does.
And
Yeah.
he was like, buh, roar. And he was like, Daddy, roar.
Oh
Like
my
baby shark
God.
or something. Like, oh, hell.
So I have my best friend, which Trudy, her son, like at the age of 5 or 4, I forget how old she told me he was. He's watched Jaws before. He's watched all the Jurassic Parks, and he's a fan of all those suspenseful movies, and he's watching that as like 6-year-old. like 5, 6-year-old.
This like zombie
I mean,
movie.
is
with,
that like something that's a thing, huh? For
I
kids? to-
guess.
like, they
no,
think
it's the husbands.
oh,
that get-
that enforce
Yeah.
that on the
one
kids.
time my son was probably like 7 months old. I forget how old he was at the time, and I came home and
I'm scared.
my son is laying on the couch, my husband's watching TV, and I swear after the show I remember the name of the movie, but they're like chopping off heads like zombies,
And your son
and
is right
they're
there.
like blowing them up, and I walk in, I'm like, what the F is going on? Like, you are gonna damage my son's brain. And he's like, he likes it. I'm like, I can't trust you two alone. Like,
That's why he likes Jaws. That's why he likes
my
Buck.
son is not scared of anything. I tell him who the cuckoo is. I don't know if you
of
know who that is.
course I know who
But
the
he goes,
cuckoo
it's
is.
my cuckoo, my cuckoo. I go, look at, if you don't go to bed, cuckoo's gonna eat you.
Oh, the threats.
And then he goes, okay, mommy.
Okay. Hey, so listen, you guys, earlier we were talking about how cool this was that she got to meet.
Google digging. You
Hold
gotta
on,
go
it's
really
okay.
far back.
There he is. There. Look at that. Look at that.
I'm such a baby.
You are such a baby. But
Do you know how
how
much hair they put in my
Oh,
head?
yeah.
How much makeup?
Oh, yeah.
You know, you go on Latin TV, it's like,
Oh.
they were doing my hair and makeup, and guess who's getting their makeup done next to me? Kenny G.
Oh, my Kenny G. I
So
love that.
random.
I love
And I'm
that.
like, oh, cool. Hey.
We're using the same hairdresser. I love
Yeah,
it.
like, I mean, they just like his girls are already there.
I
But
love it.
I'm looking at that
Kenny G.
picture. I'm like, how many pounds of hair extensions did I have in my head?
A lot,
And
right?
makeup.
Okay, so I think there's a little video of him recognizing
is
you
when-
at another at
this
a
was-
concert.
Not the last concert, but the one before that. This is probably
Look at him. He's like,
2022.
look at his face. He lights up when he sees you. He's like, oh, I love the animation. Look at that. I love it. I love it. I love whoever videoed this too, because they
one of
knew,
my girlfriends. did
look
it.
at that
Aw.
genuine hug. Aw, how exciting. I love that. That is amazing. That's so cool that you got to
It
experience
was a
that.
really cool experience. Yeah, I mean, I was 17 or 18, and that, you know, at the Grammys.
Yeah.
You know, we change, we evolve, and
Sure.
I'm pretty sure he remembers. I was from. We talked a lot,
I mean, look at you.
At
How
the
could anybody forget that
change.
face? Seriously.
but yeah, it was really cool. He's such a humble guy.
That's awesome.
and he's talented.
Yeah.
My gosh,
Yeah.
that man is
Yeah.
just fantastic.
So fun.
And his
So-
wife is stunning too. Like, she's just, his whole family is beautiful.
That's
Just beautiful
awesome.
people.
That's awesome. Well,
But-
so fun that you got to do that. Love it,
Memory
love it.
lane.
Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so you know, I know we talked about it. You said, does your husband play golf when he's not in surgery?
Yeah, he loves golf.
Okay, so
He loves it.
Did he watch the U.S. Open?
Ask him,
Okay,
because
I
I was
will.
probably doing a project in the back or something like that.
So real
Probably.
quick, shout out to JJ Spawn, who won he won the 125th Open for the first major title. He was here in 22 and won the Texas Open.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That is so
Yeah.
cool.
So let me tell you, when he won in 22, everyone was kind of like, oh yeah, okay, next. Okay, he's done. That was it. Well,
well, nope,
this,
he's not.
This one came back. This one came back and definitely said, hold my beer. I'm gonna win this.
You play golf,
I
right?
do. I do.
I've been wanting to learn.
Well, let's
I
do
have
it.
one of my girlfriends, we work out a couple times a week together. She's like she does like Iron Woman, and she does everything.
Oh.
We'll finish an alpha class,
She's a
and I'm
beast.
dying. And she goes, I'm gonna go to my swim class.
Oh,
I'm like,
geez.
bye.
Oh wow.
Like, but she plays a lot of golf, and I've been interested in learning.
Okay, well let's do
And
it.
the outfits are cute.
They're-
I can reuse my tennis outfits.
Love
But I
it.
think it's such a cool game.
Oh no, so it's a very very frustrating, Christopher, if you're still watching. Frustrating, fun, get to drinking and go with a lot of friends.
I think that's like my life in
Yeah,
a nutshell.
Yeah. So my brother, who is a golf coach, could start teaching you some lessons. Maybe
Your brother's a golf coach?
yeah, he can give you a swing evaluation
Cool.
and get you started.
Let me tell you, the evaluation is at a 0 because we have a membership at Talk Golf and we never go. But when we do, my husband's like, oh my gosh, babe, just like swing. I'm like, I can swing a racket,
Okay.
tennis racket.
We'll get you
But
you swinging
I
the
need
right
to
way.
learn. I feel like it's such like kind of like a community thing. You
For
just
sure.
do it with your friends,
Yeah.
and it's a good networking and
Yeah.
and it's fun. Is it a workout?
Yeah, your core gets some workout.
Okay.
It's fine. Everything's a workout. If you want to walk, we can walk the course. No.
No, thanks.
No.
It's hot.
No.
Like it's hot.
Hey, you guys, I want to remind everybody that we are live on Tuesday, Wednesday, every other Thursday. You're watching the Trending with Trudy show live with Alenandra. Thank you so much. Tomorrow, you guys, I will be on the sports update with Hector Ledesma. So look out for that. We'll send out the links. What's today? Tuesday? Tomorrow. We'll send them out tomorrow. But Alenandra, thank you so much for being here.
Gosh,
And
anytime.
having a great time with you with all our memories and experiences.
I still have goosebumps.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And Ricky Bobby, thanks for being in our live audience. Sandoval, thank you. Do we have any more comments before we shut it down? All right. Well, again, cheers. Look me in the eye.
Yes.
Cheers.
Look in the eye and drink it. So look.
Okay. And there
No
you
bad
go.
luck for anybody.
No bad luck. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much. We will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a great evening. Hopefully no storms roll in, but if they do, don't forget, turn around, don't drown. Right?
I love that.
All right, you guys, you're watching the Trending with Trudy show. I'm Trudy. This is Alenandra. We'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye, guys.